The South China Sea, a name whispered in hushed tones in the halls of government, a name that evokes images of vastness and untold riches. It is a place where history, economy and politics converge. This sea, spanning over 3.5 million square kilometers, is more than just a body of water. It is a lifeline for many, a source of sustenance and livelihood. It is a vital artery of global trade, with countless ships traversing its waters daily, a cauldron of geopolitical tensions where nations vie for control and influence, and a treasure chest of natural resources, from oil and gas reserves to rich fishing grounds. Its significance lies not just in its size, but in its location. It is a crucial maritime corridor, nestled amidst the bustling economies of Southeast Asia, acting as a gateway for commerce and trade. The South China Sea serves as a maritime crossroads, connecting east and west, facilitating the movement of goods and people. It is a sea of immense strategic value, a fact not lost on the nations that surround it. These nations, aware of its importance, often find themselves in a delicate dance of diplomacy and conflict. But this sea is not just a geopolitical chessboard, it is a living, breathing ecosystem teeming with life both above and below the surface. From vibrant coral reefs to an abundance of marine species, the South China Sea is a testament to the wonders of the natural world. It is home to a diverse array of marine life, each species playing a crucial role in the ecological balance. The South China Sea is a vibrant mosaic of life, a natural treasure that must be preserved. However, this sea of abundance is facing growing threats. Territorial disputes, environmental degradation, and the looming shadow of climate change cast a long shadow over the future of this vital waterway. The challenges are immense, but so are the stakes. The health of the South China Sea is crucial for the region and the world. Understanding the complexities of the South China Sea is crucial, not just for the nations that border it, but for the entire world. Its future impacts global trade, environmental health, and international relations. The South China Sea is a microcosm of our planet's challenges and opportunities, a sea of significance for all of humanity. Imagine a vast expanse of blue stretching as far as the eye can see. That is the South China Sea, a body of water so large it dwarfs many countries. Its boundaries are drawn not just by land masses, but by the intricate interplay of history, politics, and economics. To the north lies the bustling trade route of the East China Sea, while to the south, the islands of Indonesia mark the gateway to the Indian Ocean. The Asian mainland borders it to the west, a tapestry of cultures and landscapes. To the east, the Philippine archipelago forms a natural barrier separating the South China Sea from the vast Pacific Ocean. Within this watery expanse lies a complex network of islands, reefs, and shoals, each with its own story to tell. These features, scattered like jewels across the blue canvas of the sea, are not just geographical formations, but focal points of contention and desire. The South China Sea is more than just a body of water. It is a dynamic, interconnected ecosystem influenced by the monsoons, the currents, and the delicate balance of nature. It is a region of immense beauty, but also of immense complexity, shaped by both natural forces and human ambition. The South China Sea is a vital artery of global commerce, a bustling hub where the world's economic lifelines converge. Imagine colossal container ships laden with goods from every corner of the globe traversing its waters. These ships carry everything from electronics to clothing, food to machinery, connecting producers and consumers across continents. This is the reality of this maritime highway, a lifeline for international trade. Every day, thousands of vessels navigate these waters, making it one of the busiest sea routes in the world. More than just goods, energy flows through this channel. The South China Sea is a crucial conduit for the transportation of oil and natural gas. Oil and natural gas, the lifeblood of modern economies, are transported through its shipping lanes, fueling industries and homes around the globe, making it an energy powerhouse. The sheer volume of energy resources passing through these waters underscores its strategic importance. But the value of the South China Sea extends far beyond its role as a trade route. Its rich biodiversity and vibrant marine ecosystems are invaluable. Beneath its shimmering surface lie vast reserves of natural resources. These include not only oil and gas, but also minerals and fisheries that support local economies. Oil and natural gas deposits waiting to be tapped hold the promise of energy security and economic prosperity. The potential for new discoveries keeps the interest of energy companies and nations alike. Imagine the potential. the untapped wealth that lies hidden beneath the waves. The ocean floor is a treasure trove of resources that could transform economies. Control of this maritime crossroads, with its economic and strategic significance, is a coveted prize. Nations vie for dominance, aware of the immense power that control over these waters confers. Nations eye each other warily, their claims and counterclaims creating a complex web of geopolitical tension. The South China Sea is a flashpoint, where national interests and international law often collide. The South China Sea is not just a body of water, it is a stage where the drama of international relations unfolds. Here the stakes are high and the competition for control of this valuable waterway is fierce. The stakes are high and the competition for control of this valuable waterway is fierce. Military maneuvers and diplomatic negotiations are constant as nations seek to assert their dominance. The world watches closely as nations navigate the treacherous waters of diplomacy and power projection, all vying for a piece of the South China Sea's riches. The outcome of these interactions will shape the future of global trade and security. All vying for a piece of the South China Sea's riches. The South China Sea is a microcosm of the broader geopolitical landscape where economic interests, environmental concerns, and national security intersect. Scattered across the South China Sea like pawns on a chessboard are numerous islands, reefs, and shoals. These landforms, though small and seemingly insignificant, play a crucial role in the geopolitical landscape of the region. They are not just random pieces of land, they are strategic points that have drawn the attention of multiple nations. These seemingly insignificant specks of land, some barely visible above the waterline, have become focal points of international disputes. Despite their minuscule size, they hold immense strategic value. Nations vie for control over these islands, not for their landmass, but for the power and resources they represent. Their significance lies not in their size, but in their strategic location and the potential resources they may hold. The waters surrounding these islands are believed to be rich in oil and natural gas reserves, making them highly coveted. Additionally, their location is crucial for military and trade routes, adding another layer of importance. Among these contested territories, the Spratly Islands stand out as a particularly contentious flashpoint. This archipelago is not just a collection of islands, it is a symbol of national pride and strategic advantage. The Spratly Islands are a hotspot for military activity and diplomatic negotiations. This archipelago of over 100 islands, reefs and atolls is claimed in whole or in part by China, Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia and Brunei. Each of these nations has its own historical and legal justifications for their claims, leading to a complex web of disputes and alliances. Imagine the tension, the mistrust, as these nations assert their claims over these tiny dots in the vast ocean. Diplomatic meetings are often fraught with tension, and naval vessels patrol the waters, ready to defend their nation's interests. The stakes are incredibly high, and the potential for conflict is ever present. Another point of contention is the Paracel Islands, located in the northern part of the South China Sea. These islands are not just pieces of land, they are strategic assets that can influence control over the surrounding waters. The Paracel Islands are another flashpoint in this complex geopolitical puzzle. These islands are a source of dispute between China, Vietnam and Taiwan, each claiming sovereignty and seeking to exert control over their surrounding waters. The claims are deeply rooted in history, and each nation has its own narrative and evidence to support its position. The very names of these islands, Spratly, Paracel, Scarborough, Shoal, have become synonymous with territorial disputes and geopolitical maneuvering. These names evoke images of diplomatic standoffs, naval skirmishes, and intense negotiations. They are more than just names. They are symbols of the ongoing struggle for control and influence in the region. The control of these islands is about more than just sovereignty. It's about access to valuable fishing grounds, potential oil and gas reserves, and strategic control of vital shipping lanes. These resources are crucial for the economic and strategic interests of the nations involved, making the stakes even higher. The fate of these islands hangs in the balance, their future uncertain as nations grapple for control in this high-stakes maritime game. The outcome of these disputes will shape the geopolitical landscape of the region for years to come, making it a critical issue for all parties involved. Section 5. Riches beneath the waves. Beneath the surface of the South China Sea lies a treasure trove of natural resources. From vast reserves of oil and natural gas to rich fishing grounds, the sea is a vital economic asset for surrounding nations. The seabed is also home to valuable minerals which hold great potential for future exploitation. As nations vie for control over these resources, the stakes are incredibly high, influencing geopolitical dynamics in the region. The riches beneath the waves are not just about economic gain, but also about strategic power and influence. The South China Sea is home to a diverse and vibrant ecosystem, but, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. This delicate balance is under threat from overfishing, pollution and climate change. These factors combined are pushing many species to the brink. It's a situation that demands our immediate attention and action. The sea has its own rhythm, a pulse that has been constant for centuries. From the gentle ebb and flow of the tides to the powerful currents that shape the underwater landscape, this rhythm is the lifeblood of the South China Sea. It's a dance of nature, intricate and mesmerizing, that sustains all life within its waters. The South China Sea is not just a body of water, it's a region fraught with territorial disputes. Multiple nations lay claim to various parts of it, leading to a complex web of geopolitical tensions. These claims are often based on historical, economic and strategic interests, making the situation even more complicated. It's a sea of claims, indeed, where diplomacy and negotiation are key. Despite the challenges, there is hope for a peaceful future. Cooperation and dialogue among nations can pave the way for sustainable management of the South China Sea. By working together, we can protect this precious resource for generations to come. It's a journey that requires patience, understanding, and a shared vision for peace.